guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to want to take you guys through some seed preparations. I'm going to show you some seeds that I got in a seed haul order. Excited about that. And also, if you can hear all that clanking behind me, my little buddy Caleb is helping me to put together a new shelving unit to be able to start my seeds on. So let's head on out there and I'll show you what's going on.
This is what they do.
How you doing, Caleb?
Good.
You getting it figured out? Getting a little assistance perhaps. So at the moment, this is the shelving unit. Looks real impressive, doesn't it? But I don't think it's too hard to put together, and I will link the one that I got off of Amazon down below. I did get it on sale, so I'm not sure what the price is now, but I'll link it for you guys. All put together. The kids helped out with that, and I'm gonna figure out where we're gonna put it and get that situated. Well, the verdict is out. We don't need the ironing board. That's my thought right there. And then it would fit, right? If I didn't have the iron, who irons anymore anyway, right? We're all using handheld steamers or something. I don't know. If I did move this over, but then it wouldn't work there, or I could put it in a different spot. I could do that. So I think I might end up putting it over here. I don't know. This room is the oddest shaped room and very hard to deal with, but I think this just seems like a nice spot to put this unit. I'm just gonna work on it a little bit more, and once I have it all done, I will show you how it's looking. Alright guys, I think I have it set up where I'm gonna have it. Of course it turned into a whole thing because, you know, the floor needed to be cleaned and the couch needed to be washed and the chair needed to be moved and under there needed to be cleaned. Yeah, you know how it goes. Anyway, this is what I have to start my seeds in. I love these greenhouse kits. They're by Jiffy. You can get them at Walmart. I think they're right around $11. And they last for years, guys. Not these things. You can get these little seed peat pellets. You can get them on Amazon for pretty cheap. And then I will use this system here, which this comes up, creates a dome just like that. And these little peat pods expand like this, and once you've soaked them in water, and then you can just put your seed in. I love these things for starting seeds, and you can reuse these. I think I've reused mine probably, I don't know, 4 years now. I just needed some more, so I did get 3 more of these. Like I said, 72 starts per tray. So I will be working on that soon. I just need to make supper now. So I did want to show you while I'm out here. I have got my onions from Berlin Seed. I like to get these onion starts. They go really well. I got the candy onion like I got last year because they grew so well. And then I got Walla Walla Sweet, which will also be really good, and I believe they keep a little bit better storage wise than the candy onion. Anyways, I really want to share with you guys my seed haul, and then I'm sure we'll be starting some seeds as well, probably some peas, lettuce, and then getting the onions in. Those will be my main things right now. This, as I am filming this, let me see, what is it? March 11. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, March is going to be gone before we know it. I'm telling you. But I I'm hoping to have this video out for you within the week so that you can kind of see what we're doing here in Zone 7 in Tennessee. So we're still getting cool nights, but the days are warming up nicely, and if I would have been home, I would have planted my peas already. Basically, as soon as the ground is workable and, you know, you're not getting terrible killer frosts every single night, you can plant your peas. You want to get them going very early here in the South, because otherwise you will not have sugar snap peas or lettuce, because they will just bolt very fast. The other thing that I need to plant is carrots and beets. They also really like cooler weather, and they have done very well in the past for me when I plant them earlier on in March. So that is what I'm working on, but this is just a very busy week because it's also my daughter's spring break from college, and we're just trying to do all the things, and it's hard to get it all done, just saying. You can hear the laundry humming in the background. I'm ready for a nap, and instead people are hungry. It's time to make supper. All right, I'll see you guys another time and show you guys the seeds. So I am getting ready to head out the door, but real quick, I wanted to get my sugar snap peas soaking in some water so that they're ready to plant. There's a hardcore playing going on in the background, guys, but I wanted to get my sugar snap peas soaking in some water so that they are ready to plant later on today. I get a lot of my seeds from Berlin Seeds and also from Rare Seeds. These are from Berlin, and these are the Super Sugar Snap, and I do get the treated kind. The funny thing is I'd gotten this big sack. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's bean. Never mind then on that. Let me check and see. I know I had more sugar snap peas left over. Okay, here it is. I thought I had more, but okay. Super Sugar Sprint. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I want some snap ones, and I could do both. It really doesn't matter. They're probably very similar. It also says, okay, so the thing is with peas, you want to plant them as soon as it is ready to, as soon as you can work the garden in the spring, which honestly is probably about all winter for us here in Tennessee. But I usually will plant around the first part of March. And because they grow best when your temperatures are below 80 and then when they are below 60 at night. So once it gets hot, then your growth slows down and your plant just kind of withers up. It's just really not that great. So, all right, here's my seeds. There they are. And I am just, is this a pound? What is this one? 500 seeds. All right. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour them in. I'm trying to decide, do I want these? These were good. These were good peas. I really want the Super Sugar Snap, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some water in this bowl. So why do I soak the seeds before I plant them? Well, the biggest reason that I soak the pea seeds is so that they are already full of moisture and they'll germinate a lot quicker. If you just put a dry seed into dry ground, it's gonna be dry, right? And it's just not gonna sprout very quickly. I want my peas to pop right up out of the ground. So I'm gonna soak them for a few hours, and then this afternoon I can plant them in the garden. Well guys, I'm back. My seeds are all soaked, and I'll probably be planting them here pretty quick, but I wanted to go through my seed haul with you first and just kind of show you very briefly how I organize my seeds and all of that. So let's get on into it. All right guys, so I have these photo boxes. I will try to remember to link a video where I organized all of my seeds into this a couple of years ago. It has made it so nice. So I'm trying to remember, I think I got these on Michael's on the website. And then what I did was I just wrote on here what was in each box. And then I can just take that little box with me to the garden then and have all the types of seeds in here of that variety. Like these are all cucumber seeds. So I kind of have like my summer seeds in one box, and then I have more of like my flowers and then springtime seeds in this box. So that's kind of how I have it divided up at this point. And then I do have this little tub. Oh, there's my other. I was wondering where this one was. This is rhubarb. I guess this is just a miscellaneous kind of one. But then I have this little tub of just random seeds. Now this was my former seed organizing system, and I had all of these little tabs. I think that maybe I had printed them offline somewhere at some point, but that worked pretty nice too. But I really do like how I have them now in these photo boxes from Michael's. All right, so let me just kind of show you the seeds that I got from Berlin this year and also some from Rare Seed. Okay, so from Rare Seed, I mainly, well, I was gonna say I mainly have tomato, but I guess it's not all tomato. There were some different ones that I really wanted to try that I got from them. I think I ordered them last fall, so it's been a little while yet, but I thought I was gonna sort, or that they were all sorted. Let me just see here. Okay, so these are my tomatoes. I got blue cream berries. They sounded really good. Stunning cream amber cherries with purple blue splashes on the shoulders. Delicate, complex flavor, prolific. They just look fun. So I got those. I also got Cherokee purple. Really like Cherokee purple tomatoes. And last year, a friend of mine gave me one Sartre Rouloy tomato, and I just thought it had the nice, smoothest, buttery taste to it, and they were such pretty tomatoes to grow. So I wanted to grow more of them. Also, I got this one, Blue Beauty. It just says that it's a good slicing tomato. Just look pretty. Brad's Atomic Grape. And there again, it says extraordinarily sweet, just amazing, and I just thought it would be fun. The Rosella was another one that a friend of mine gave me a start on last year, and I just thought they were really delicious. Ananas Nor tomato. It says very heavy yields. Just random. I really want to try the tomatillo again and see if I can have any luck at growing them. Worms seem to be a trouble, and also just getting them to germinate sometimes seems to be an issue, but I'm bound and determined I really want to try it. Also, have you ever grown spoon tomatoes? So they're just the tiniest little tomato, as you can see. They just burst in your mouth, very flavorful, and I just think they're cute. They may be a pain in the butt to have to pick all those little itty bitty tomatoes, but I think they're cute. Wanted to try them. We can pick as many as we want, right? And then Big Rainbow. All right, so those were some of the tomatoes that I tried from Baker Creek. And I will show you the ones that I got then from Berlin as well, but they're more the tried and true ones. I just really wanted to try some random things here and there. It's just fun. These are some really beautiful cosmos. I guess this is a free seed, is aster. Also this Landis winter lettuce. Apparently it's really good in the fall on into winter, so that sounds interesting. Also in the spring. Some more cosmos, just a very pretty apricot lemonade variety. These melons, okay, like what even? What are these, right? They're from the former Soviet Union, super sweet, pure white flesh, perfect single serving, or for children's gardens. The fruit only weighs about 1/4 of a pound. They're incredibly productive vines. I just thought they looked like fun. Like you just pick these little itty bitty fruits and yum. I don't know, I'm hoping. Also some more cosmos. This Armenian yard-long cucumber. And then white zucchini. Ever grown that? Minty green skin, white flesh. Prolific and reliable, excellent for frying, spinning into noodles, and more. And then also, this is my last one from Rare Seed, and it is the jalapeno. Okay, so basically it has the flavor and the crunch of a jalapeno pepper without the tremendous heat of it. And it's truly heatless, it says. Great for pickling, stuffing, poppers, and salsa. Early and prolific. Anyway, I just thought that sounded pretty fun because I love jalapeno peppers, and I think that that would be really fun to make with those. Okay, so that is the Rare Seed order, and I'll get those into their little proper containers here in a second. Let's move on to my Berlin seed order. So I got Allure corn. I think, yes, there's 500 corn seeds in this package. I know. It's a lot and yet it's not, right? For all y'all who have grown, you know, a large crop of corn, it's not a ton. However, I do just want to try it because you know how it is, and it even says it here on the back, when you harvest corn just before the raccoons do is the usual country retort. And that's the truth. It does give you some ideas for how to ward them off, but so many times, just as you're ready to pick your corn, you go out there and the coons have gotten in and made an absolute mess of your corn patch. So I'm gonna try it and we'll just plant what's in here. It's supposed to be really good corn. I wanted to see if they had a description on this one. I'm not seeing it, but I got it because of the description. So, got that. Better bell pepper. I got a Secretariat watermelon and it's seedless. It comes with the Ace pollinizer. I've never grown a seedless watermelon before, but friends of mine have, and so I'd like to try that. Also, this is a big packet of radishes, but Cherry Bell, just your regular radishes. I think I also got the English breakfast radish, French breakfast rather, right here. And they're the ones with the white on top and the red on the bottom. So I got that because I do like that. And you can fry them up with butter and a little bit of salt and pepper. They're so good. All right, rainbow chard. I got some jambalaya okra. It's supposed to just be nice and big and grow really well. I don't think there's very many seeds in there, but you don't need that much of okra. So got that. Let's see here. Black zucchini, sweet pepper mix. I think they're like these, just to eat. I also got a jalapeno pepper because I loved the salsa that I made last year when I was canning. We have used it all the time. I've not had to buy any salsa at all this year. Praise God for that, it's wonderful. But I want my own jalapenos, which I did have last year, but I wanted to have enough growing, you know, to not have to buy any, because I did have to buy some at the end of the salsa season. So yeah, I'm gonna go jalapenos. Also the garden salsa pepper. Does it say anything about this one? I would have to look again to see, but it also looked really good, and it was for salsa. Like I said, I'd have to see. I cannot remember if it was just what it was for. I don't know. Anyway, I have a very large packet of sunflower seeds from Johnny's. I'd gotten, I think, year before last. They need to be planted. I also got these Pro Cut Red. They're really pretty sunflowers that I wanted to also plant because I'm going to be planting a larger garden this year. Not just the garden boxes, but also down in my field near the spring. I'm going to be planting more garden, and one of the things that I really want to do is just throw in a whole bunch of sunflowers. I just think it's so beautiful, and I've been wanting to do it but haven't had a great spot to put it. I got dark horse beans, and man, I wish the only thing that I wish that they had on here was the description of the bean. They tell a lot about how to grow them. They talk about putting fish emulsion in, and also wood ash, which I have so much wood ash. Apparently they love wood ash, and these are the dark horse. I think they were a darker bean. I would have to look. Black Beauty eggplant. Wanted to grow some of that. If you do grow eggplant, a big tip for you is to put marigolds all the way around your eggplant bed, because the pests don't like marigolds, and they'll be less likely to get onto your eggplant, because that's the biggest issue with eggplant, is how bad the pests are. They will eat your eggplant down to nothing. Bouquet dill. These are cute. They're not the really, really tall dill. They're shorter, and I like that. So I'm gonna do that. Also, for cilantro, I'm gonna try celery. I have absolutely no idea how it is going to work out for me. I've never grown celery before, but I've had some different sources say that it grows pretty well. However, I don't know how it's gonna grow in my zone. So I'm gonna try it out. I have a couple of cantaloupe here. I did the ambrosia and the Aphrodite melon, and they both look really good. I've done the ambrosia before, super sweet. Also, all sweet watermelon. The summertime lettuce, this was such good lettuce. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna be growing that again. That is something that I'm gonna be planting like now. Also, butterkin squash. It's like the butternut squash, but it's super sweet, and I wanted to try that. It sounds really nice. Okay. Some double raspberry zinnia. The tender sweet carrot and also the burling carrot, both are excellent. Have good success with that. The Detroit dark red beet. I would kind of like to plant enough beets so that I could do some pickled beets. I know they're kind of a mess, but I don't mind doing a few jars of them, so I want to try that out. Also, arugula. I like arugula. Not everybody does, but I do. Some blue vates, kale. I've got large leaf sweet basil. Oh, the other lettuce that worked really well for me last year was the Adriana lettuce, and I grew this with the pelleted seed. So much easier to plant because you can actually hold on to what you're planting. So I'll be planting those. Just separating out the tomatoes. I'll just do those all at once. Gold Rush, summer squash. Oh, I'm planting spaghetti squash. And also honey baby squash. It might look like that top one. I cannot remember. It might. Mwah. Anyway, I'm planting honey baby squash. Real informative, isn't it? Pick a bushel cucumber, homemade pickled cucumber, and burpless tasty green cucumber. Also, down in that lower field, I'm going to be planting some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins at the end. Great for making pumpkin puree for all of our pies and pumpkin bars and all the things. Okay, so for tomatoes, I've got Beefmaster, excellent grower, wonderful for canning, all the things. Amish paste, love this for salsa, and also tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce when you're wanting a thicker sauce and not having to use quite so much tomato paste in your recipe. The Amish paste is a drier tomato, works really well. The Brandywine, excellent tomato for your tomato sandwiches and all the things. The Delicious tomato, super good. And German Johnson. Did I get German Johnson with my Baker Creek order? I feel like I did. Do you remember me saying that? That would be so funny if I got it with that too. It's fine, it's no big deal. I got Cherokee Purple, okay. I did not repeat myself. Anyway, I think, okay, that's it. That's all I got. Took me 15 minutes to talk to you and tell you all about it. And then of course I have the onions, which I already told you about, the candy onions, and then the Walla Walla sweet onions. So delicious. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out what seeds that I'm planting like now, and then I'm going to be putting the rest into their containers, and we'll be working on planting our little seeds indoors probably in the next video, I think, because we assembled our shelf, right? And the lights, the new lights that I got for that shelving unit will be arriving tomorrow. But I want to get this video up for you guys, so we'll probably just do the seed haul and we'll take it outside here in a few minutes. We'll plant some peas and maybe a few other things. We'll see how long this video gets to be, but I don't like making too long of videos. You tell me in the comments, but I feel like if the videos are much longer than 20-25 minutes, that it's just harder to find time to watch. Is that correct? That's how it feels for me most of the time. Sometimes I'll have a longer video, but mostly I try to keep it around that 25 minutes or less, but just to retain attention span, if you will. All right, let me get on into this here and I'll put these seeds away. Well, I'm out at the garden. I've got my basket full of my seeds that I want to plant. My pea seeds are still in the house. I'll get them in just a little bit. I kind of need to figure out where I'm planting things because I only have a certain amount of boxes, and y'all, I planted a lot of garlic this fall. I'll show you. So I have this tub here full of garlic. I also have this whole bed filled with garlic, and then I have over here filled with garlic. I know that I'll probably want my onions planted in the bed over here, and I'll get that taken care of, and then also just kind of clean things up. It's one of the things I need to do is clean things up in the garden. So along with cleaning things up in the garden and allowing for things like the asparagus to come up and the rhubarb, hopefully, and things like that, I also need to make sure that I know where I'm going to be planting my onions, and I also need a nice big bed of peas. And I don't just have this, I do have several boxes behind me and then also a few over here that I can plant with things, but I want to be able to plant lettuce and beets, carrots, you know, all that sort of thing. So it all just takes room. And then a little bit later on, if you can see down there, there's some nice earth that's been tilled up. I'm not sure if you can see a little bit darker spot down there, but that is where my big garden is going to be. And that is where I will be able to plant long rows of green beans and probably quite a few tomatoes. I did plant my tomatoes outside of this garden area over here along the fence, and I may do that again. It worked really well last year. It really did. So I may just plant them there, but I'm gonna plant sprawling things down there like my pumpkins and melons and stuff like that. Also the corn, sunflowers, okra, stuff like that. So up here is gonna be stuff that I'm starting out with, but I am gonna want a few tomato plants, probably my peppers up here as well, or at least some of them. You know, it was so cold this morning, but it is really warming up. I put on a big sweatshirt thinking that, you know, I didn't want a coat on, but it's warming up and I'm absolutely loving it. Guys, did I not just mention asparagus? Look at that. And here was more coming up. Must have been the freeze got to it, but how cool is that? Sure I have something, huh? Are you quite sure? You think so too, don't you? What kind of treat might I have? How about nothing? Yeah. Lettuce, radishes, even beets, things like that, do good with a little bit of shade. I am going to plant them in this box because there is a tree above me, an oak tree, and once it leaves out it does get pretty shaded on this box. Tomatoes don't do as well in this box, and neither do peppers. They're both pretty full sun kind of plants. So I'm going to plant some of these things in here. I still need to plant the peas. I'm kind of procrastinating because the big bed that I planted the peas in last year is full of garlic. Really nice thing about the seeds from Berlin, especially the smaller seed packets, is they come with a little seed marker. This is going to be the summertime lettuce. It is not pelleted, but it's a little bit larger of a seed. So I'm going to just plant it in this area. I totally forgot I had the video camera on. Anyway, what I planted was Swiss chard, kale, radishes, a couple different types of lettuce, spinach, and arugula. So I planted all that in just this little bed right here. So anyway, yeah. Here in Tennessee, cool weather crops do not last for very long. So I usually can only plant a smaller amount of those types of things. Lettuce does not last all summer by any means. Neither do spinach or radishes. So you just plant what you can, you know, in the amount that you're going to eat before it bolts, technically, basically. I'm also going to plant some in this other bed because later on when I add tomatoes in, I can plant it around the lettuce, and the tomatoes aren't going to be huge for a while. And then it kind of shades the lettuce a little bit as well. There's a robin. It just flew right down here next to they're all building their nests. I got these little markers from Berlin Seed, and I can just write on them. They hold up really well. I'm just going to write lettuce. There we go. And then I can mark, ouch, that thing's a dagger, where I've got some lettuce planted. Alright, I'm finally getting ready to plant my peas. Now I'm going to drain off the liquid. That's what I'm doing. That was the main thing I came out here to plant, and I planted everything but the peas. The thing with the soaking is that it kind of, whoops, gets rid of the coating, but anyway, also, okay, one thing with peas is that you want to plant them close together as well. So I'm going to try to adjust this camera so that you can see. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Hopefully you can see. So I'm just going to start, so walnut again. Squirrels have been busy. I'm just going to start like just putting these into the rows. I probably soaked way too many. Hot and pretty tired. Always that first workout of the spring always leaves you realizing how horribly out of shape you are. But anyway, I have been working on just amending this box. I'm going to be planting root vegetables in it, like my carrots and beets, and I want to be able to pull them out, you know. So I added a little bit of sand in there. I added in some more ash from the wood stove, and now I have a bucket here of aged cow manure from down in the field, and that I'm going to work into here as well. And once this is worked in, this is going to be some pretty nice soil to be able to plant. And I'll have one row of peas in here as well, just because I didn't get them all in that other box. Honestly, I kind of wish I would have done more of this to the other box before I planted in there, but oh well, it is what it is now. The soil feels so much better, and it's going to be so much nicer for planting things, so much more nutrient rich, and that's what you want. Guess what, guys? I'm finally to onion planting. These are the candy onions. I really like them. The thing is there are so many onions in that little clump. Oh my goodness. I wondered if it says, how many does it say I got? I don't know. They're in a bundle anyway, so we'll see what we can get in here planted. I guess one of the first things I need to do here is, I've already turned over my soil really well, and now I just need to make some rows. These onions grew incredibly well for me last year, and I'm really excited to grow them again. But also want to grow the Walla Walla sweet onions, and honestly, I may have to wait until more ground is plowed up, because I really just don't know where I can plant them. So I'm just going to dig some furrows. We'll see what we can get in the ground. And there's how it's looking right now. Whole bunch of onions planted. Well guys, I think that's about it for today. I'm really feeling it in my back. I'll probably do a little bit more cleaning out here behind me and call it a day. Tomorrow will be a new day, and I'll probably be starting some seeds inside. So I'll see you next time for that video. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me today on this early, I was gonna say early spring, but would it be very late winter, early spring, since it's March 12th? I don't know. Call it what you may. Mid-March day. There you go. Glad you came along with me, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.